Mr. Miller, your face, children will be scared. School principal looked away awkwardly. Thomas Miller was 52 years old. Right side of his face covered with severe burn scars. No ear, no hair, skin rough and red. 15 years ago in fire. I know, Tom said, but I'm here to teach children about fire safety. My message matters, not my appearance. But maybe you could use photos? Presentation? So children don't have to see your face? Tom shook head. No, children should see reality. Fire isn't photos. It's real, and I'm living proof of what fire does. That day, Tom taught 100 children fire safety, and 1 month later, one of those children would save family from fire, because scary faces sometimes teach most important lessons. If you love discovering extraordinary abilities in ordinary people, don't forget to subscribe right now. Hit that like button and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Thomas Miller's story began 52 years ago, August of 1972, Seattle, Washington. Born in small neighborhood. Father Robert Miller was construction worker. Mother Karen was nurse, was only child. Family lived humble life. Didn't have much money, but had love, lots of love. Tom, as child, was brave, fearless, climbed trees to highest branches, jumped ramps on bicycle, did dangerous things. Mother worried. Tom, be careful. You'll fall. You'll get hurt. But Tom didn't listen. Mom, I'm fine, not scared. At 8, one day, saw fire in neighborhood. Neighbor's roof burning. Fire department came. Big red trucks. Sirens. Hoses. Firefighters rushed the house. Went inside. 5 minutes later, came out, carrying child in arms. Had saved them. Tom, that day, was mesmerized. Mom, I want to be firefighter too. Why? Because they're heroes. They save people. Mother smiled, then must work hard. Firefighters must be strong, must be brave, and must be smart. I will be all those. At 10, read fire books from school library. How fire starts, how it spreads, how to extinguish. At 12, got first aid certificate. In youth program, learn CPR, bandaging techniques, basic medical help. At 14, joined volunteer fire youth program. Every weekend at local fire station, did cleaning, equipment maintenance, but also learning. Firefighters taught him techniques. Tom, when fighting fire, 3 things important, said old firefighter Captain Harris. First, stay calm. Panic kills. Second, communicate with team. Don't get isolated. Third, don't risk life unnecessarily. Heroism isn't dying, it's living and saving others. Tom never forgot these lessons. At 18, finished high school and immediately applied to Fire Academy. Seattle Fire Department. Was accepted. 1990. Tom was 18. At Fire Academy. 6 months training. Most intense 6 months. Every morning 5 a.m. Running 10 kilometers. Then weight training. Strength and endurance. Then classes. Fire chemistry. Building structures. Rescue techniques. Medical training. Afternoon practical training. Real fire simulations. In training buildings. Filled with smoke. Filled with heat. Like real thing. Tom excelled at everything. Fastest in physical tests. Strongest. Most effective in rescue simulations. But most important, calmest. In fire simulation, other candidates panicked. Got lost in smoke. Lost direction. But Tom stayed calm. Methodical. Systematic. Follow wall. Right hand always on wall. Find entry path. Find exit path. Instructor, Captain Rodriguez, was impressed. Miller, your natural firefighter. Your calmness is gold. 6 months later, Tom graduated. Top of class. Assigned to Seattle Fire Department. Station 17. Downtown Seattle. First day was excited. Put on uniform. Wore helmet. Put on boots. Met team. Team leader was Captain James Jim Foster. 45 years old, 25 years experience. Tough but fair. Miller, welcome. Rule here is simple. Trust team. Team trusts you. Work together. Survive together. Understood, Captain. First week was calm. Few small fires. Trash container. Kitchen fire. Car fire. None serious. But second week, something happened. Midnight. Alarm rang. All units. Apartment fire. Pine Street. 10-story building. People trapped inside. Team got on truck. Turned on sirens. Drove fast. 5 minutes later, at Pine Street. Apartment engulfed in flames. Third and fourth floors. Smoke rising to sky. People shouting from windows. Help! We're inside. Captain Foster gave orders. Miller, you and Johnson go to fourth floor. Evacuate residents. Williams and Chun, third floor. I'll coordinate. Tom and partner Johnson ran to building. Climbed stairs. Second floor. Third floor. Fourth floor. Corridor filled with smoke. Zero visibility. Heat unbearable. Help! We're here. Voices coming. From apartment 4C. Tom knocked on door. Fire department. Open up. Door locked. Tom used axe. 2 hits, door opened. Inside family. Mother, father, 2 children. 6 and 9 years old. Couldn't breathe from smoke. Come, follow us. Tom picked up small child. Johnson took older child. Mother and father followed. Went out to corridor. But problem. Stairs covered with flames. Main exit blocked. Go back. We use back stairs. Tom said. Ran opposite direction. To back stairs. Was clear there. Went down. Third floor. Second floor. First floor. Outside. Family saved. Tom and Johnson went back. To save more people. That night, Tom entered building 4 times. Saved 12 people. Nobody died. By morning, fire extinguished. Team returned to station. Captain Foster looked at Tom. Miller did good work today. Saved 12 lives. I'm proud. Tom, exhausted but happy. Just did my job, Captain. No, did more than job. You're firefighter. Real firefighter. That day, Tom's career began. Following 20 years were Tom's golden years. Every year, hundreds of fires. House fires. Workplace fires. Forest fires. Factory fires. All kinds. Tom stayed calm in every case. Was methodical, effective, and saved lives. At 25, met Sarah. Was emergency room nurse. At St. James Hospital. Tom had brought fire victim to hospital. Sarah was treating that victim. First time he saw her, Tom was impressed. Sarah's calmness, professionalism, compassion. 1 month later, asked her out. Sarah accepted. 2 years later, married. 3 years later, son Michael born. 2 years later, daughter Emma. Tom was no longer just firefighter, was husband, was father, and this made him better firefighter. Because now in every fire didn't just see victims, saw families, people who could be his own family. At 30, he became lieutenant, team leader, led own team. At 35, captain, commander of Station 17. At 40, was one of Seattle Fire Department's most respected captains. Had received Courage Medal 3 times. Had saved hundreds of lives. But at 42, everything changed. 2014, February 17th, Wednesday night, 2:30 a.m. Alarm rang. All units. Industrial warehouse fire. Harbor Road. Chemical warehouse. Hazardous materials inside. Tom and team got on truck. Drove fast. 10 minutes at Harbor Road. Warehouse was giant ball of flames. 3-story building. Thousands of square meters. Inside, chemical barrels. Plastic materials. Highly flammable. Fire commander gave order. Building evacuated. Nobody inside. Just extinguish fire. But be careful. Chemicals may explode. Tom and team prepared hoses. Started spraying water. But something caught Tom's attention. Second floor building. From window, hand waving. Weak, but there. Stop. Tom shouted. Someone's inside. What? Impossible. Building was evacuated. But someone's there. I saw. Commander hesitated. Miller, very dangerous. Building could collapse any moment. Chemicals could explode. I know, but someone's inside. Must save them. Commander decided. Okay, but only you and one person. 5 minutes. If don't find, exit immediately. Tom chose young firefighter Rodriguez. Rodriguez, come with me. Both entered building. Main entrance covered with flames. Entered through side door. Inside was hell. Smoke. Flames. Temperature 50 degrees. Breathing impossible. Only with mask. Must go to second floor. Tom shouted. Found stairs. Climbed. But stairs weak. Burned. Every step was risk. Reached second floor. Scan corridor. Help. If anyone there, call out. Weak voice. Here. I'm here. Tom ran toward voice. Office. Inside, old man. Security guard. Around 70. Collapsed on floor. Poisoned by smoke. We'll get you out. Tom said. Put man on back. Going. Return to corridor. But problem. Stairs they came from had collapsed. Destroyed by flames. No longer usable. Need to find another exit. Rodriguez shouted. Ran to other end of corridor. To back stairs. But there too flames. Path blocked. We're trapped. Rodriguez said. Voice panicked. Tom tried to stay calm. Looked around. Thought. Must be exit path. Then saw. Window. Opening to fire escape. Going out there. Ran to window. Broke glass. Looked outside. Fire escape rusted. Old. But only chance. Tom gave security guard to Rodriguez. You go first. I'll follow. Rodriguez took man. Went out window. Stepped onto fire escape. Stairs creaked. Swayed. But held. Rodriguez started going down. Slowly. Tom watched them. Went out window. Stepped onto fire escape. But at that moment, something happened. Inside building, huge explosion. One of chemical barrels exploded. Shockwave hit Tom. Threw him back through window. Hit wall. And then second explosion. Bigger. Stronger. Flame shot out window. Surrounded Tom. Tom was burning. Uniform. Face. Hair. Everything. Screamed. Pain unbearable. Rolled on ground. Tried to extinguish flames. But too late. Team rushed inside. Carried Tom outside. Immediately put in ambulance. Rodriguez and security guard survived. But Tom badly burned. Right side of face. Neck. Right hand. 3rd degree burns. Ambulance rushed to hospital at full speed. Tom woke up at St. James Hospital. Burn unit. Body filled with pain. Sarah was beside him, crying. Tom, are you awake? Tom tried to speak, but throat hurt too much. Doctor came. Dr. Patricia Lee, burn specialist. Captain Miller, need to talk with you. Tom listened. You suffered serious burns. Right side of face. Neck. Right hand. 3rd degree. We performed many surgeries. Skin grafts. Reconstruction. But what? You have permanent damage on face. Right ear severely damaged. May have lost it. Hair on right side won't grow back. Skin will be very rough. Scars will remain. Permanent. Tom lay silently. Words echoed in mind. Permanent damage. Ear loss. Scars. How bad? Dr. Lee hesitated. Can show you mirror, but must be ready. Show me. Dr. Lee brought small mirror, held in front of Tom. Tom looked in mirror and saw. Right side of face was unrecognizable. Red. Rough. Covered with scars. Ear was just small lump. No hair. No eyebrow. Left side normal. Old Tom. But right side was monster. Tom put down mirror. Tears came. Sarah hugged husband. Tom, you're still you. I love you, always will. But Tom didn't believe, because what he saw in mirror was horrible, and knew life would never be same again. 6 months stayed in hospital, 12 surgeries, skin grafts, reconstruction surgeries, physical therapy, everyday pain. But physical pain easier than emotional pain. Every day, when looked in mirror, saw a monster, and every day collapsed a bit more. Visitors came, team colleagues, their families, but Tom didn't want to see them. No, don't let them come. Don't want them to see me like this. Michael and Emma were 8 and 6 years old. Sarah brought them to hospital, but Tom didn't want to see them. No, Sarah, don't let children see me. They'll be scared. Tom, they're your children. They love you, but I'm monster. I'll scare them. Sarah insisted. Tom, please. Children want to see their father. Finally, Tom agreed. Michael and Emma entered room, saw father, and stopped. Shock, fear, in eyes. Emma started crying. Daddy, who are you? Tom's heart broke. I'm your daddy, Emma. Just a bit different. Michael gathered courage, slowly approached. Daddy, does it hurt? Yes, son. Hurts a lot. Michael held father's hand. Left hand, unburned one. Daddy, you're a hero. You saved man. Teacher said. Tom cried. First time in 6 months. Thank you, son. Emma finally approached. Hugged father. Slowly, gently. Love you, Daddy. Always will. Tom hugged children and realized they still loved him, no matter what face looked like. But outside world wouldn't be same. 9 months later, Tom discharged from hospital, returned home, but didn't want to leave house. People would look, with fear, with disgust, with pity. First 2 months, just stayed home. Curtains closed, door locked. Sarah worried. Tom must go outside, get fresh air. No, people will look with fear. But you're still Tom, still my husband, still Michael and Emma's father. But I look like monster. Sarah got angry. Tom, enough. You're not monster. You're a hero. You saved man's life, and I'm proud of you. Tom shocked. Sarah had never been this angry. But no buts. Tomorrow, going outside together, to park, with children, and you'll let people look at you because you did nothing to be ashamed of. On contrary, you were a hero. Next day, Tom went outside. With Sarah, Michael, and Emma, went to park. People looked at Tom's face. Shock, curiosity, pity. Children pointed. Mom, what happened to that man? Mothers silenced children. Don't look. Not polite. Tom, with each look, shrunk more, wanted to hide. But Emma held hand. Daddy, don't care about them. You're my hero, Daddy. Tom looked at daughter and realized Emma accepted him as he was. Maybe others would accept in time too. 1 year passed. Tom medically retired from Seattle Fire Department. Could no longer work active duty. Physically could, but psychologically wasn't ready. Team won't accept me like this, he told Commander. I'm no longer firefighter. Commander was sad. Miller, you're always part of our team, but I understand. Decision is yours. Tom retired at 43. Sat at home 1 year, doing nothing. Fell into depression. Sarah found therapist. Tom went, but didn't help. Doctor, problem is obvious. I look like monster, and society doesn't accept monsters. Therapist Dr. Allen answered, Tom, you're not monster. You're man who saved lives. But if isolate yourself, society will never accept you. Must go outside. Must interact with people. Must show yourself. But how? Who wants to talk with me? Maybe you could talk about fire safety. Share experience. At schools. Community centers. Tom thought, maybe Dr. Allen was right. At 45, Tom made decision. Returned to Seattle Fire Department as volunteer, not active duty. Education and awareness. I want to go to schools and teach children fire safety. Department accepted. Great, Tom. We want you back. In any capacity. First school visit was Roosevelt Elementary. Third grade. 30 children. When Tom entered classroom, children shocked. Saw a face. Some were scared. Some looked with curiosity. Teacher, Miss Parker, calm children. Children, this is Mr. Miller, former firefighter, will teach us fire safety. Tom stood in front. First time before 30 children. Hands trembling. Hello, children. My name is Tom Miller. I worked as firefighter for 13 years. Extinguished hundreds of fires. Saved hundreds of people. Child raised hand. Mr. Miller, what happened to your face? Classroom went silent. Teacher tried to intervene. Tommy, that's a rude question. But Tom raised hand. No, it's okay. Good question. Tom looked at child. Tommy, fire did this to my face. 12 years ago. Big fire. I was saving man. And building exploded. Flames surrounded my face. Another child asked, did it hurt a lot? Yes, hurt a lot. It was the most painful moment of my life. Then why did you go back in? Why did you try to save that man? Tom stopped, had been asking himself this question for years. Because, he said slowly, that man was someone's father, someone's husband, someone's friend. And if I didn't save him, those people would lose him. I just did my job. But now your face is like this. Was it worth it? Tom thought, for a long time, then answered, yes, was worth it, because that man is still alive, seeing his grandchildren, spending time with family. And every morning when look in mirror, see burned scars, but also see hero scars. I saved someone, and that's more valuable than anything. Classroom listened silently. Then small girl raised hand. Mr. Miller, are you hero? Tom smiled. First time in long time. Don't know, but I did my best. And sometimes that's enough. That day, Tom taught 30 children fire safety, fire alarms, exit plans, dangers of smoke, how to call 911. And at end of lesson, children applauded. For Tom. Thank you, Mr. Miller. You're amazing. Tom, when left classroom, eyes welled up. First time in 12 years. Felt valuable. Maybe face was burned, but heart was still firefighter heart. Following 7 years, Tom visited hundreds of schools, taught thousands of children fire safety. At first, at every school, children were scared when saw a face. But Tom, every time, patiently explained who he was, what happened, why he was there, and children every time understood and accepted. One day, school principal told Tom something. Mr. Miller want you to know, last year you visited our school, taught fourth graders fire safety, and last month, student from those classes, when house fire started, knew what to do, pulled fire alarm, woke family, got everyone outside, and nobody died. 8-year-old child saved family, using what you taught. Tom was shocked. Really? Yes. And that child's mother wants to thank you. We'll be here next week. Next week, Tom went to school and met small child, Jake, 8 years old. Jake's mother, Linda, when saw Tom, cried, Mr. Miller, you saved my family. Jake used what you taught, pulled fire alarm, woke us. If not for him, we'd all be dead. Tom felt knees tremble. I just taught fire safety, but that saved our lives. Aren't you hero? Not just by saving people from fire, but by teaching them how to save themselves. Jake looked at Tom. Mr. Miller, when I grow up, I want to be firefighter too. Like you. Tom pat child's head. Then must work hard, must be brave, and always help people. I will. That day, Tom understood, even if not active firefighter, still saving lives, just in different way. At 52 now, 7 years, did education and awareness work. 300 schools, 15,000 children, and every year heard at least one story. Child used what learned to save family from fire, or save themselves. Tom kept these stories. in Notebook called it Lives Saved. So far, 23 stories, 23 families, 96 people, all alive thanks to Tom's teachings. One day, Seattle Fire Department honored Tom. Special ceremony, Lifetime Service Award. Fire chief spoke at ceremony. Captain Thomas Miller served 13 years as active firefighter, extinguished hundreds of fires, saved hundreds of lives, and 12 years ago, severely injured in fire, lost face, but didn't lose spirit. After retiring, did education and awareness work, taught 15,000 children fire safety, and these children have saved 96 people so far. Indirectly, Tom Miller saved 96 more lives, even though not on active duty. Applause from Hall. Standing, Tom went on stage, received award, and wanted to speak. Thank you very much. I was firefighter for many years, and always wanted to save people from fire, but 12 years ago was injured and thought, career's over, can't help anyone anymore, but was wrong, because learned that heroism isn't just running into fire. Sometimes it's sharing knowledge, teaching children, preparing them, and this is maybe even more valuable, because firefighter saves one person at a time, but teacher can save thousands. Indirectly, I accept this award, but this award isn't just mine. This award belongs to all those children, all those teachers, all those families, because they're real heroes. Applause, tears. Sarah, Michael, and Emma were in front row, applauding with pride. Tom looked at family and realized 12 years ago, thought lost everything, but actually lost nothing, just changed, entered different path. And maybe this path was better. 1 month later, Tom received call from Lincoln Elementary. Principal, Mrs. Henderson, Mr. Miller, have situation, urgent, need your help. What happened? Fire broke out at school. Small, an electrical panel, quickly extinguished, but children very scared, traumatized, and want you to come talk with them, to calm them. Of course, coming right away. Tom went to school. Main hall, 150 children, elementary students, 6 to 10 years old, all still trembling, scared. Tom went on stage, took microphone. Hello, children. My name is Tom Miller, former firefighter. Heard that today's small fire started at your school, and you were scared, right? Children nodded, silently. Being scared is normal. Fire is a scary thing, but want you to know something. Fire is controllable if do right things. Tom explained fire to children, how it started, how it spread, but most importantly, how it was stopped. Today, fire immediately extinguished because your school has fire alarm, has sprinkler system, and fire department came right away. Nobody injured, everyone safe, and that's a wonderful thing. Child raised hand. Mr. Miller, what happened to your face? Tom smiled. Always got this question. Fire did this to my face. 12 years ago, very big fire, was saving man, and exploded. Flames surrounded my face. Was very painful experience. Were you scared? Yes, very scared. But despite fear, continued my work, because that man wanted to survive, and I had to help him. What about now? Still scared. Tom stopped. Thought, sometimes, but now, fear doesn't control me, because learned, fear is a natural thing, but courage is acting despite fear. I'm scared, but still I'm here, talking with you, helping you, because courage exists not without fear, but with fear. Children listened silently, and slowly calmed down. At end of lesson, little girl approached Tom. Mr. Miller, thank you, not scared anymore, because you taught me courage. Tom held child's hand. You're welcome. And remember, you're strong, can overcome everything. That day, Tom didn't just talk about fire, talked about courage, talked about fear, and about how to overcome difficulties. And children never forgot. 6 months later, Tom at home watching television, news, Breaking news, large apartment fire in downtown Seattle. 10-story building, hundreds trapped inside. Fire department on scene. Tom jumped up. Instinctive, old reflexes. Sarah, big fire. Downtown. Sarah came in. Tom, you're no longer active. Don't need to be there. I know, but want to watch news. Maybe can help. On television, live footage. Apartment engulfed in flames. Firefighters extending ladders. Rescuing people. But too slow. Too many people. Tom picked up phone. Called Fire Chief. Chief, this is Tom Miller. Watching news. Can I help? Tom, you're retired. Don't need to be here. I know, but have experience. Can help with coordination. Strategy. Please. Chief hesitated, then agreed. Okay, come, but only coordination. Won't enter building. Understood. Tom rushed the scene. In front of apartment, total chaos. Chief met Tom. Miller, welcome. Situation bad. 150 people still inside. Upper floors. Stairs covered with fire. Exit blocked. Tom examined building. Immediately analyzed. Chief, is there fire escaping back? There is, but old, not used. Did you check? Maybe still usable. Haven't checked yet. Check. If usable, can evacuate people from there. Chief gave order to team. 2 minutes later, answer came. Back fire escape usable. Solid. Perfect. Direct teams there. Evacuate people from back. Plan worked. Back fire escape used. People descended one by one. Within 45 minutes, all 150 people rescued. Chief thanked Tom. Miller, without you, wouldn't have thought of it. Thanks. Just helped. Your team did real work. But that night, when Tom returned home, felt different. Felt good, because realized, even if not active firefighter, could still make difference, just in a different way. Now, present day, Tom Miller is 56 years old. 16 years lived with burn scars, but no longer calls them scars, calls them badges of honor, because every scar tells story. Life saved, act of courage, heroism. Tom still works at schools. Every week, visits 2-3 schools, teaches children fire safety, but also teaches courage, teaches resilience, and most importantly, appearance doesn't matter. Heart matters. One day, high school student asked, Mr. Miller, when people look at you, still bothered? Tom thought, used to be very bothered. Every look made me smaller, but now don't care anymore, because realized, no matter what people see, I'm still Tom Miller, still husband, still father, still firefighter, still hero. Outer appearance changed, but inside never changed. But wasn't it hard to accept? Very hard. For years, fought depression, hated myself, but then understood something. Life isn't about what happens to us. It's about what we do with it. I got burned, but didn't give up, continued my life. And now, maybe face is burned, but heart is solid. And that's more valuable. That year, Tom wrote book, Beyond Flames, firefighter story of survival and hope. In book, told entire story. Childhood, firefighter career, fire, injury, recovery process, and return to life. Book became bestseller, sold thousands of copies, and Tom started giving conferences nationwide for burn survivors, for trauma survivors, for those facing difficulties. At every conference, gave same message. Life is unfair. Bad things happen to good people. But that's not end, just new beginning. I lost my face, but found myself because I was never my face. I was always my heart, and heart can't be burned by any flame. 1 year later, Tom founded Burn Survivors Support Group in Seattle. Every week, 10 to 15 people gathered, all severely burned. Face, hands, body. Tom attended every meeting, shared story, gave hope. One day, young woman joined. Jessica, 24 years old, 1 year ago, in house fire, left side of face burned. Jessica was crying. I don't want to live anymore. People look at me with fear. I'm monster. Tom sat beside Jessica. Jessica, I understand you. I felt same 16 years ago. But learned in time, you're not monster. You're survivor. And that makes you strong. But my face, your face is just face. But your soul, heart, person, and people in time will see not your face, but you. But first you must see yourself. Jessica looked at Tom. How? How can I see myself? Look in mirror, but don't just see face. See eyes, see smile, see heart. Because real beauty isn't outside, it's inside. That day, Jessica smiled for first time in 6 months. And following months, slowly recovered. Psychologically, socially. 1 year later, Jessica thanked Tom. Mr. Miller, you saved me, not just physically, emotionally. You gave me hope. Tom smiled. I just helped. Real savior was you, yourself. Today, Tom Miller, now 60 years old. 19 years lived with burn scars, but no longer hides them. On contrary, shows them with pride, because every scar is story. Heroism, life, still works at schools. Reached 20,000 children. And so far, 42 families saved from fire thanks to Tom's teachings. 148 people alive. Tom still writes these stories in notebook. Lives saved. Now 42 pages. Son Michael, now 30 years old, and did something. Became firefighter. Followed father's footsteps. Dad, you're my hero. Always have been. And I want to be like you. Tom proudly watches son. In every fire. In every rescue. Daughter Emma, now 28 years old. Became burn surgeon. At St. James Hospital. Treats burn patients. Dad, you inspired me. Want to help people like you. Sarah's still beside Tom. 40-year marriage. Tom, proud of you. Always have been. Before face burned. After face burned. Because you've always been same Tom. Brave. Kind. Hero. This year, Seattle Fire Department established an award in Tom Miller's name. Thomas Miller Courage Award. Given every year to firefighter who shows extraordinary courage. First award given to young firefighter Rodriguez, Tom's old partner, who was with Tom in that fire. Rodriguez spoke at ceremony. Tom Miller is my mentor, my hero. 19 years ago, we were in fire together, and Tom risked everything to save man, risked life, and severely injured, but never gave up, never complained, just stood up and continued life in different way, but in strong way. Tom taught me, courage isn't running into fire. It's standing up after falling. Applause, tears. Tom sat on stage, smiling, because realized burn was an end, was beginning of new life, more meaningful life, more valuable life. Conclusion and message. If there's one thing to learn from this story, it's this. Life is unfair. Bad things happen to good people. Tom Miller was hero, was saving people. But one day, he himself was injured, severely, but didn't give up. 19 years lived with burn scars. People looked at him with fear, with pity, with disgust. But Tom didn't care, because knew value isn't outside, it's inside, and continued life in different way, but in strong way. Worked at schools, taught children, gave hope, and so far saved 148 people's lives. Indirectly, Tom Miller no longer runs into fire, but still saves lives. Because heroism isn't just courage. Sometimes it's resilience. Sometimes it's hope. And sometimes it's just standing up. Tom fell 19 years ago, but stood up and never stopped. And what we should learn, we can fall too. Life can knock us down, but must never stay down. Must stand up, must start again, and must never give up. Because scars aren't weakness, our strength, our proof of survival. Tom Miller lives with scars, and proud of them, because every scar is story. Courage, heroism, and maybe most beautiful faces are those with scars. Don't forget to subscribe to Unlikely Heroes. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment.